Most people imagine enlightenment as something that arrives suddenly, like a flash of insight that transforms a life in an instant. Yet long before the Buddha ever sat beneath the Bodhi tree, his journey began quietly inside palace walls, built not to imprison him, but to protect him from a world his father believed was too harsh to face. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was born into a royal family in what is now modern-day Nepal. And from the moment of his birth, his life followed a carefully controlled design shaped by prophecy. His father, King Suddhodana, had been told that the child would become either a great ruler or a great spiritual teacher. And determined to secure the future of his kingdom, the king resolved to shield his son from every form of suffering. Within the palace, life was crafted to appear flawless. Gardens bloomed endlessly, regardless of season. Music flowed through marble halls. Servants anticipated every desire before it was spoken. And Siddhartha was surrounded only by youth, beauty, health, and comfort. He wore fine garments, ate the richest food, and received the best education in leadership, philosophy, and the arts of war. While anything that hinted at pain, illness, sorrow, or death was quietly removed from his sight. For a time, this carefully constructed world felt complete, and Siddhartha grew into a thoughtful, gentle young man who married, became a father, and lived a life that many would consider the very definition of success. Yet, beneath the luxury and protection, a subtle restlessness began to surface, a quiet awareness that happiness built on constant avoidance was fragile, because life itself is always changing. Surrounded by pleasure, Siddhartha sensed that joy depended on everything staying exactly the same, and somewhere within him, he knew that this was impossible. Eventually, curiosity drew him beyond the palace walls, and although his father ordered the streets cleared of anything disturbing, reality could not be hidden forever. On his journeys, Siddhartha encountered 4 sights that reshaped his understanding of existence. The first was an old man, his body bent and weakened by time, and in that moment, Siddhartha realized that youth fades for everyone, regardless of power or privilege. The second sight was someone suffering from illness, and he understood that sickness does not discriminate, touching rich and poor alike without warning. The third sight was death, seen in a quiet funeral procession, revealing with unsettling clarity that all lives, no matter how protected, must eventually come to an end. These realizations struck him deeply, dismantling the illusion that comfort, wealth, or status could provide true security. Then came the fourth sight, different from the others, a wandering ascetic, calm and composed, owning almost nothing, yet appearing free from fear or despair. Watching this man, Siddhartha glimpsed a radical truth that peace might not come from possessing more, but from releasing attachment. From that moment on, the palace no longer felt like safety. It felt like a beautiful cage, shielding him from reality, rather than preparing him to understand it. At night, while the world slept, Siddhartha walked through the halls of his childhood and looked once more at his wife and young son, not with rejection or coldness, but with profound compassion, knowing that remaining in comfort would not spare them more himself from suffering. Leaving was not an act of escape or abandonment. It was an act of responsibility, born from the realization that truth must be faced, not avoided. Siddhartha removed his royal garments, cut his hair, and stepped beyond the palace walls, not as a prince seeking adventure, but as a human being searching for meaning in a world defined by change. This moment marked the beginning of the path that would one day lead him to awakening, and the life he lived before leaving the palace offers a timeless lesson. Suffering does not exist only in hardship, but also in comfort when we cling to illusions and deny impermanence. Siddhartha's story invites us to ask a quiet yet powerful question about our own lives. What comforts are we holding on to that prevent us from seeing reality clearly? Thank you for watching and spending this time reflecting with us. Your presence here truly matters, and I appreciate you joining me on this journey. See you in the next story.